We begin tonight at 6, remembering the woman killed in that plane crash yesterday in Greenwood. Tonight, we're hearing from a friend of the pilot and learning the legacy that she left for other women.
Our Marina Silva has been following the story ever since it broke yesterday, and tonight she shares her story.
This is more than just a flight, okay? It's a mission to inspire the next generation of Asian female pilots.
And Tu Nguyen dedicated her life to inspiring other women in the Asian American community to fly. Now others in the community are remembering her and her legacy. Jamie Swanson was a friend they met when Jamie wanted to get involved in flying.
We went to Oshkosh, and Antu was at one of the booths at the Women Venture area, and it was the Asian Women in Aviation booth. And I was like, oh my gosh.
From there on, the two kept in contact. Jamie said she was just with her last week at the same convention where they met.
She asked if I could volunteer for like a couple hours to run the Asian Women Aviation booth. And I said, yeah, of course, like I'm totally willing to help. And so I worked the booth with her, and we had just a great conversation.
Her social media videos, Antu said she was flying around the world again. Her flight on Wednesday was part of that. In 2024, she became the 10th woman in the world to do that trip solo. Now, Jamie wants her to be remembered not for the crash, but how she inspired others.
Hoping that all of us can carry on her legacy of, you know, being a supportive group to other people who are interested in aviation, and helping support and encourage them through their journey as well.
She didn't just chase her dreams, she gave wings to the next generation of women ready to soar. In Greenwood, Marina Silva, 13 News.
A preliminary report from the federal investigators will take about a month, and then it could be another year before we see the entire full report.
We're wrapping up a cloudy Thursday across central Indiana. So we take a live look there at downtown Indianapolis. That suffocating heat and humidity that nobody seems to like, that's gone. And we've been enjoying in cooler temperatures as we say goodbye to the month of July.
That's right. August 1st is tomorrow.
I can't believe it.
That went quickly.
Yes, it did.
And so much cooler.
So much cooler. We're down some 20 degrees in a lot of locations from this time yesterday. We are loving it. Almost needed a jacket or a sweatshirt today. And if you're coming out to Colts Camp tonight for that evening practice, the night practice, I would bring the sweatshirt. We're down 21 in Indianapolis and Shelbyville right now compared to this time yesterday. Down 20 in Muncie and down 18 degrees in Richmond. That means temperatures in the 60s and 70s. 70 degrees Carmel, 71 at the Country Club of Indianapolis, 70 Bunker Hill and Crawfordsville. Again, jacket or a sweatshirt probably this evening. In terms of clouds and rain, we don't have a lot on radar. The thicker clouds still may produce a sprinkle or two. We ended up with a couple of inches of rain across a good part of central Indiana from the heavy rain late last night and very early this morning. That heavy rain is now south. The cloud deck continues, but the clearing trend is nearing Lafayette, and we will continue to see that move from north to south. More comfortable air, much more comfortable, down into the 50s for dew points in Chicago. Lower humidity. You will continue to feel that weather pattern change at Colts Camp tonight. Temperatures in the 60s.
Yeah, we're going to enjoy those temps. Thanks so much, Angela. In the last hour, we've learned new information about the man who was convicted of murdering those two girls in Delphi.
You might recall it was earlier this month that we told you that the Indiana DOC had moved Richard Allen to a prison west in Oklahoma. Well, tonight, the IDOC tells 13 Investigates it transferred Allen out of state for his own safety and that the move was simply a precaution, quote, not due to any specific threat or incident.
Last fall, a jury found Richard Allen guilty of killing Abby Williams and Libby German. Tonight, he's appealing that conviction.
Tonight, a dozen stolen high-end cars are off the streets of Indianapolis.
All those expensive vehicles were tracked down to a location on Indy's east side. Tonight, our Ashton Hackman explains how officers found those cars.
Metro Police says a tip from police in Massachusetts helped them find a stolen vehicle here in this lot behind me near Prospect and Keystone. A search of the property uncovered 11 other stolen vehicles. And they all came with a hefty price tag, a $250,000 Rolls Royce, a Mercedes-Benz over $500,000. Metro Police says the value of all of the cars totals more than $1 million. And the cars came from all over. 3 were stolen in Indiana. The other 9 came from Illinois, Georgia, New Jersey, and Florida. No suspects yet, but police have a warning for drivers.
We've asked that you make sure that you're keeping your cars locked. We ask that you keep them clean and free of anything that may make someone think, I might want to get in that vehicle, right? Let's just do our part and work together as a community and keep it safe.
Right now, Metro Police are still trying to figure out how all of those high-end cars ended up stolen and here in Indianapolis. Anyone with information is asked to call Metro Police or Crime Stoppers. On Indy's East Side, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
We're learning new details tonight about the investigation into a former IMPD officer charged with child molestation.
We're now learning how that investigation unfolded. 54-year-old David McDaniel, pictured here, is now charged with allegedly molesting 2 girls on several occasions. The victims say this started when they were just 8 and 9 years old. They claim McDaniel inappropriately touched them while on vacation.
Now, according to Indiana State Police, all of this happened while McDaniel was employed by IMPD. He retired in 2024. McDaniel is being held right now over at the Hancock County Jail.
An Indianapolis man now sentenced to 30 years in federal prison for committing a string of robberies dating back to 2023.
34-year-old Javante Smith pleaded guilty to several charges after stealing nearly $15,000 from 6 businesses across our city. Back on November 21st of 2023, Smith robbed a Family Dollar near 38th and Meridian. That started a 12-day spree where he robbed several businesses here in Indianapolis.
IMPD arrested Smith after he robbed a Kroger near 16th and Central Avenue on December 2nd. Smith had previously been charged with resisting law enforcement, robbery, and operating a vehicle while intoxicated.
Tonight at 6, we want to take a closer look at what saved an IMPD officer who was wounded during a shooting this week near 16th and Lafayette. His backup was important, but so was the item that he had in his pocket.
A tourniquet, and it came from a trauma kit, the kind that the Central Indiana Police Foundation has been working to put in every single patrol car. Alex Almanza shows us what's inside the kits and why demand for them is growing.
Just days ago, an IMPD officer was shot and injured. Police say that he was able to pull out a tourniquet to stop the bleeding before help arrived. That tourniquet came from a trauma kit, and now the organization that supplies them says they're on a waiting list. The Central Indiana Police Foundation has handed out thousands of trauma kits across the region, each one packed with tools to stop bleeding and save lives. We're talking gloves, bandages, chest seals, and most importantly, a tourniquet meant to stop blood loss in emergencies like this.
We've got a waiting list for about 180 kits. And so the funds that will come in, we'll order the materials to put those kits together, and then we'll bring in volunteers to help us put those kits together and distribute those.
Each kit costs about $125, and they're fully funded by the community. No tax dollars. The foundation is still trying to meet the growing demand, especially as more departments add more officers. We're going to have more information on how you can help volunteer or donate. It's going to be on our website at WTHR.com. In Indianapolis, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
We're getting excited because tomorrow is the opening day at the Indiana State Fair. Still ahead tonight, we'll get you ready for all the fun.
We're going to show you what is new for the event this year.
Oh, and the weather's going to be great for opening day at the fair. A little cool tonight. Yes, we're saying cool. 55 to 60 on the map. We'll look ahead to the weekend in your forecast.
And it is back to school time for many students across Central Indiana.
The back to school item that one doctor wants to make sure you have on your list ahead.